now we can see what we're recording. Okay.
Hello.
Take 3. This is take 3, but you guys don't know. We were just speaking to spirits just now. And they shut off my recorder. And we're sitting here like ding-dongs thinking we're recording as we're talking to the spirits.
Yep.
And nothing got recorded, guys. So we got to do it again.
Jay found out that they were taking steel shots.
Yeah, but I pressed record. This time I flipped the camera to make sure we're recording right now. So I can be aware if they shut my camera off again.
Just to give you guys a little backtrack of what happened while we thought we were recording, there is a Spanish female coming through. Now, I'm not sure.
We're communicating with it because we're trying to figure out why are we hearing, or my wife keeps seeing, she has a gift, she can see spirits. Sometimes so do I. So we were communicating with the spirits because we know there's a spirit in the house that keeps making his presence known, that he had a tag on his shirt. So we spoke to a spirit right now in our voice box. See, it has all the KT media and everything in it. And we're gonna show you right now. We're gonna try to show you if they don't shut my camera off again. That she's speaking to a spirit that speaks Spanish. So she's gonna communicate with the spirit again. They're probably wondering why we're not communicating right now, but we're gonna get back to it. We're trying to find out why the man is making his presence known in my house. We haven't left the house yet to do any ghost hunting yet because in our house, we still have spirits that haven't spoken yet. And
there's still stories that have not yet been said.
So right now we're talking to Fred. And Fred was a maintenance man and I think he burned in the fire. So.
And also, a spirit named Sam came through. A female named Sam came through.
Right, so when you hear the voices, this is coming actually from our Ghost Hunter app, and it's real. It's actually happened, and we are speaking to spirits. Mm-hmm. So, this is a video 21 and older, Daddy and Jay show. We don't, we suggest anybody with a faint, heart, don't get scared. Everything's fine. Okay? We're children of God, so.
Can I get my cup of water?
Yes. I'm just happy I can see myself right now because we just did a whole half an hour talking to them and nothing got recorded.
And also we gotta when we hit play, I have to pay attention because I do speak a little bit of Gaelic.
Spanish. She's gonna speak Spanish most of the time to the spirits. They're probably wondering why we're not speaking to them right now, and they're probably a little upset. So we gotta explain it to them and maybe again.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to put the app on and we're going to continue to this conversation and hopefully get it on camera. Here we go again. Third time.
Take 3.
Take 3. You also hear somebody speaking in French. And if anybody hears French and you understand what it says, you can always leave a comment and let us know what they're talking about. Only languages we speak is English and Spanish.
Yeah. Okay, we just had... ¿Qué pasó? Why you left me hanging?
Well, because let me explain to you, spirit, something. We were recording our show.
Okay.
Why did you stop my video? Better question, and I'll answer your question about why we stopped talking to you. Because we're recording. Let me answer your question. We're recording to witness you speak in the spiritual world. Wait, and we're recording on our show. We're Daddy and Jay. We're part of a TV show on YouTube. You stopped my recording. I don't understand why.
Also, when we...
It's Jason. He said my name.
Okay, so that was a Spanish male saying that's Jason. And just to let you know, babe, they do understand us when we speak in English, so... We don't have to ask them the questions in Spanish.
That's what they said?
Yeah, they understand the English language, but they feel safer responding in Spanish.
Okay, so don't get mad at me if I ask my wife what you're saying, because I don't speak Spanish. What's that?
The devil is always trying to get you.
Oh yeah, that's true. The devil always tries to get me.
So, back to what we were doing before. To the entity that stopped our recording before... Who are you, and are you someone that's with Fred?
Spanish. Oh, they know the question. Okay, we said that already.
Yeah. Just to clarify to those that we're talking to, we have microphones, And if you're amongst us, please make the K2 meter on our device make noise. Oh,
What's that?
that's my grandmother that just came through.
What's she saying?
Okay,
You have to communicate. If they're gonna speak in Spanish, you have to communicate for me and the audience what they're saying, because not everybody speaks Spanish.
when she came through, another female came through, and they both at the same time is letting us know that Fred is of good, but the person that killed Fred
Yeah,
is still lingering,
right.
and he's the one that is always popping up.
So
as
how
a
did
red-
Fred die?
How did you pass on in our kitchen? Easy. It says easy. Hold on.
Okay, no problem.
So meaning we have more than one person that's trying to communicate with us.
Right, we
It's
have 5
basically-
people in the room right now with us, and 4 is trying to tell 1 not to speak so they can tell us the story. And that's what they're telling me to slow down because they're trying to sort things out.
To those spirits that are here with us right now, can you make the K2 meter on our app go off again? So, thank you. We appreciate that. We mean no disrespect. We just want to know the stories because,
Fred made...
give me a second, please.
No problem. Can I explain to the audience? There is a spirit, not to the spirits right now, I'm talking to the camera. There's a spirit in the house that keeps making his presence known. His name is Fred. I was worried about him because he kept making his presence known to my wife. Kept making his presence known to my wife. So I told Dottie, I said, maybe we should speak to him. Maybe he has a story that he hasn't spoken about it yet. And that his spirit would rest when he speaks about it.
Okay, who else passed away on this property with Fred?
That wants to speak and get their story out, and so you could rest in peace.
We want to help you pass on. We want to let you guys know that you don't need to relive the day you passed on.
Yeah, me.
Wait a minute.
What is that?
Hold on. Can you repeat that, please? Because I didn't understand that. Please and thank you.
We come with all respect.
I come in peace. We don't mean no disrespect. We just would like to know the story on who's around us.
And why are you trying to communicate with us?
They just told you shut up.
I'm not gonna shut up.
Meaning that they're blocking
Okay.
whoever is not supposed to communicate. So when you talk, the person that's not supposed to communicate wants to make his presence
Maybe
known.
every time I talk, because the devil always wants to come after me, like they said. Because the devil don't like me, because I'm a child of God. So maybe they're trying to get you to communicate with them, so that every time I speak, that interruption person don't interrupt.
Can you say clearly how many people are in the room with us, or make the K2 meter spike again, please? And if you are a family member... Can you do it again? Make the K2 meter move again?
One more time, please.
One more time, please, and thank you.
Are you shy on the camera?
I don't think it likes when we put the device towards the
All right.
camera.
We don't know. We just want to. We're recording for our own personal use, and to show everybody that we're not crazy. There's spirits in this house.
Okay, so my grandmother on my Irish side just came through, and she's being funny
Why?
because now she wants to communicate in Spanish.
So say it.
So Grandma Belle,
I thought she was Irish.
she is Irish, but like when spirits pass on, they're allowed to speak multiple languages. Oh, I just said my grandmother's last name, and the K2 meter just went off. So, for those that don't know, we have pictures of loved ones that passed on
All around the room.
on our wall in our apartment. So I just mentioned my grandmother by how we always called her. We always called her Grandma Belle, and I just asked if she was here with us, and the K2 meter went off. Any other family members of ours are amongst us? If so, can you please make the K2 meter pop off again? Please and thank you.
Excuse me.
So,
The sole purpose of us coming out here and having this recording is because the spirit came and is making his presence known. His name is Fred. He was a maintenance man. He was a maintenance man in his house a long time ago, and he died. So we were just telling this.
I don't speak French.
It's okay. We were just explaining to the spirits and to you that we were just telling the man Fred that we mean no harm. That we can't control what spirits come into the house and leave the house, but we only want spirits that are about good spirits. Even though there is sometimes negative spirits that come into your life, but you always have to have a positive thought in life to keep positive energy around you. And I'm very positive. My wife is very positive. So we were just asking the spirits to tell us on how Fred died and what Fred wants to speak of. Fred's afraid to speak right now because the person that killed him must have died in this apartment too, and he's not allowing Fred to speak, which is I feel it's a little disrespectful because he's still being a bully. So maybe do we give attention to the person that killed him first to understand what happened to Fred? Why did he kill him?
Are we allowed?
Are we allowed to know what happened with the argument between Fred and the guy that killed Fred?
We just want to clarify what occurred back in the day in the area that we call our kitchen.
Was it a resident and the maintenance man?
Or was it a co-worker? They saying no, you're not allowed to speak to the other guy.
Okay, I don't want to speak to the other guy.
We don't want to speak to anybody
It's
that's
cool.
disrespectful. No, we just want people positive and of good faith.
So we
and good
can't
life.
find out what happened to Fred then, you're saying too?
Fred, are you reacting the day you passed on?
So you're no threat, you're saying.
So basically, Fred is someone that just...
Are you the one that smacks the DVDs off my wall? But yeah, am I allowed to ask questions about Fred?
No, that's a good question. Are we allowed to identify what Fred's purpose for being in our home? Yeah.
Okay, good. So Fred, are you the entity that smacks the DVDs off the wall?
It's not Fred that does it.
Is the one that smacks the... Well,
there's that French voice again.
yeah, well, I'm French, so I have French in me, so it could be my grandfather's family, so that's why you hear French people. I'm a little French. So Fred's the one that keeps moving the pots and pans next to the dish rack. Yes or no?
Yup.
Why do you... Okay.
Right now we just heard them say yeah, and then the person that said yeah, he just got shushed.
That's
So-
because the guy that we can't speak to is shushing him. That's why I don't know.
Okay, so we have 5 that are in the room with us.
Is the person that smacks the DVDs off my wall in the room with us right now? I don't know what
I don't know what that was saying.
If you need to speak in Spanish, speak in Spanish. My wife will
Translate.
translate for us.
If you don't feel comfortable speaking... Why? We having fun talking in English.
Well, you can speak in English too. I mean, I'm just being respectful to what you wish.
If you don't want to answer with words and you just want to make the K2 meter go off, that's fine. You
Yeah.
know, that indicates that you're acknowledging our question. So what I want to know is the person that's in our kitchen, if it
He's
like,
not gonna harm us.
what's the sole purpose of touching the pots and opening the cabinets? What is that? What is to you? What is that symbolizing? Why do I want to know? Because you're in.
A reason why we want to know is because it's disturbing when see you're in the spiritual world. We're in what we call
The living.
The living. So when you open and close cabinets, you're making my wife a little afraid of you. So I'm asking you. You already established. We found out today that you're not a threat. But
It said, Jason, please give me a minute.
no problem.
So we have family members that are coming through, and they're being mediators right now with the 5 that reside in the house. Thank you for acknowledging that we're communicating. Also, what I just found out is
Spooky, right?
okay. Yes, I know I'm a woman. What about my stomach? You keep referring to.
Are we not bothering nobody? Are we bothering you by these questions?
Better yet, are you getting annoyed by our questions? It's
Alright, just let them answer now.
yeah.
I'm going to just tell you, I've been a struggling Christian for about 20 years now. I don't look to save anybody unless, you know, I'm the type of Christian that I don't force it upon nobody. I respect everybody's wishes and how they live and stuff like that. I'm not looking to force anybody to believe what I believe. So I have my own Christian walk that I struggle with. That's why they said that the devil trying to get me all the time. Because I refuse not to believe. I believe in Jesus.
It says, Jason, hear me.
I'm hearing you.
Who's coming through asking for my husband's, to acknowledge them? Who's this? I'm asking politely, who's asking for my husband's attention? What is your name?
Okay, so like I was saying, everybody walks their own walk. Everybody
Your
walks.
grandmother says, I'm here with you.
Thank you. I love you. What grandmother?
¿Qué abuela está con nosotros ahora mismo?
With my own walk, I have spirits that follow me because I always have bad spirits that always try to involve their life, their stuff with me.
You don't want me to speak to you?
No, I want you to speak to me.
Okay, that is a totally different.
Oh, I don't know if
person coming through.
if my grandmother wants to speak to me, whichever. I mean, I have 2 grandmothers that speak Spanish. There's Melcho, and we called her Torja.
To the male entity that just came through, who's looking for my husband's attention? Who are you? Because 2 guys just came through and wanted your attention.
Well, I'm not here to look for your attention. Who's that? I can't hear this. I'm not looking for anybody's attention. The purpose of this video and talking to you today was to identify who Fred was. We identified him. We understand that he can't speak for some odd reason because someone's bullying him in the spiritual world. The man that's bullying him, then my spirits that are around me that protect me says that he's not allowed to talk to me, so there's no need for me to talk to him. Fred's not a threat. Is there anything in the... Okay, to the spirits that that stay with me, is there something in my life that I need to know?
To the person that keeps talking in French, are you able to communicate with us in English? Because we mean no disrespect, we just don't understand what you're saying in French.
Right.
Jason, te amo. Someone just said, Jason, I love you in Spanish.
I love you too. Give me chills, though. I love you too. I love you, oh my. That's why I keep your pictures around me.
El familia de Jason está aquí. ¿Tú eres abuela o es abuelo? Uh, that last one came in very low, and I have no idea what they just said.
Can you speak up, please?
Can you speak a little louder into the device? It says, hear me, Jason.
I'm hearing you. What you have to say to me?
Is this Jason's grandfather Teach that passed away that's coming through?
His name is Donald. Or Don.
Stop being a jerk, he said.
Is that your mother speaking to me in French?
Any family members that have passed on that has anything to say to us? How are you?
I'm doing great. We clarified a lot of things that you may had rested without, you may not have finished it. You may have not finished. I'm doing great.
How are you doing, please?
I'm doing great.
So right now we took our direction from...
Everything is working out. Everything that when you died and all the struggles that we had when you were alive, everything's working out. Every note that you left has been read, and we know the story now, and every person got in trouble, and it's all gone now. We're living in peace.
To the unknown man... Okay, to the unknown... that is my name. So who is asking me for my attention? If you're a family member of mine, please make the K 2 meters spike up.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Who's the one that drinks my wine? Oh, you made the spike. You made the spike go up. So you have a family member.
Okay. What family member is with us right now? Can you identify yourself by telling me your name? It's making that go slow.
They're trying to communicate.
Who's the spirit that is drinking our wine on our shelf? Please identify yourself. Please and thank you. Real low, I heard a giggle. Real low, I heard a giggle.
And Cheryl, you drinking my wine?
Or your Uncle Johnny.
He wasn't too much of a drinker. And Cheryl loved to drink wine.
Okay, I understand 3 people just came through. So if you could talk one at a time and identify yourself for us, it'll be easier for us to communicate.
Only with the woman?
Only with the woman. And why am I so special? Why would... Yeah, your aunt just confirmed that she's the one touching the liquor. Why is everybody more responsive towards me than my husband? Is there a particular reason why you guys are more...
Around us lately than usual? Does she have a bun in the oven? Is there an innocent in her belly? What'd she say?
Yeah.
What's that language?
It's a combination of Gaelic and Old Latin, and what they just confirmed is because you just asked if we
Is
have.
there one or two?
Are we currently with child and we're not aware of it?
What did it say?
Oh, they just got. Okay, let me get back to the chair. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't mean to run off camera. I just got chills, and they just confirmed that me and you are with child, and we're not aware of it yet because it's not being physically known. One.
Oh, thank you. They said one. Well, thank God.
Oh my God.
I just want one.
Okay, for you guys, I didn't mean to jump off camera and come. Okay, we know families with us. Can you make the K2 meter go off if there's more than one family member with us right now? Please and thank you. The woman is a challenge. Why am I a challenge?
Maybe it's not easy for them to do that.
Okay,
Maybe it's not easy for them to hit the K2 meter. They have to, really...
No, what they just said in Spanish was, the woman's gonna be a challenge for you.
What do you mean?
Meaning that the pregnancy is gonna take a toll on both of us.
But that's why I have a second wife. I'm playing.
There's 3 family members. How many? Oh wow. I'm like lost for words right now. Oh wow. I never get lost for words or tongue tied.
Well, it's amazing that I can sit here and communicate with you guys. I love you guys. I'm appreciate you. I'm glad you're in my life. What?
The family members that are talking to us, are your pictures on our wall right now? Do we have your pictures up on the wall right now?
See?
Yes. Oh.
He said see.
So that means that confirms that you're that was Aunt Judy.
Yeah?
I see my picture on the wall. It just said.
Well, there's 10 people. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 people on my wall that died.
Can you repeat that, please? Because you said it so fast, and I did not understand what you just said. Who is the unknown male that I keep hearing that's looking for my attention? Who are you?
He's not even gonna identify himself. Does he have? Is he a bad entity that don't speak? Huh?
Are you somebody I personally know that passed on, that is trying to get my attention? Is there words left unsaid between me and you? Yes. Oh my God.
So if you have, I feel like in the spiritual world and the living have something in common. When they speak, people get to rest better. So if you have something to say to Dottie, why don't you say it now while we're communicating with you?
If you have words left unsaid to me and you passed on, here's your opportunity to let it be known.
Because we don't do this often.
If you're somebody
lately we don't. What's that? You heard it?
What's your name? Because you're. Wait a minute. Did I just hear Elize? Are you somebody I know from the past before I got with Jay? If so, make the K2 meter go off.
Oh, that girl.
No, it's a male.
Oh.
I'm asking a direct and thorough question to the male that keeps coming through looking for my attention. If you have some unleft words left unsaid, please make the K2 meter go off if you don't want to communicate.
Does this person have permission to speak? Every time I speak, they interrupt me. Do you have permission to speak? My spirits. Do they? This person that wants to speak to Dottie, do they have permission to speak?
Somebody's whistling, so I'm not sure if that's a good.
Well, this is what's gonna happen now. We're about to get off this session.
No.
It doesn't happen. All right.
Okay, so if the male.
So I don't. If you don't have permission to speak to my wife, you don't have permission from me. Huh?
Yeah, they just mentioned my name, Doogie. Only family members and friends that know my name. So who are you that is saying my nickname out loud? Who are you?
They just told us they don't have permission to speak. That's why they're not speaking. You don't like anyway. I'm gonna finish my sentence now, and you're gonna listen to me.
No, not yet. Wait. Meaning they're trying to find out if they.
Okay, because they know.
Okay, so it just said that the person does have permission. At first, they didn't know because it's the first time this particular male is on this. I don't understand French, so I can't really.
So the French people are given the permission
Yes.
for the people to come through.
Yes. I feel like I know that male voice from somewhere.
I understand that, and we're trying to figure it out, and they're trying to make it. They're trying to figure it out for you because they don't understand why he's walking around you.
I was close to you.
Who are you? Identify yourself.
Okay, we know you're in the room because you just set the K2.
I'm in the room too, so I'm asking you to identify yourself.
If you were close to me, who are you? I'm not understanding what they're saying.
Say it in Spanish.
El tipo está aquí de nosotros, quiere hablar con nosotros. Who are you? Okay, I'm trying to understand the name that just came through, but it's hard for me to say it in English. So I'm in my head. I'm going through the Spanish alphabets and all the names I know in Spanish, and I can't identify the name that just came through.
Speak the name one more time so we can understand.
Okay, so the spirit is telling the male he's close enough to communicate. So,
should we do it in Spanish or English?
hold on. That just came in real low, and I just heard she's with child and it's a male. So is the male spirit that's come? Is this one of my uncles that passed away? Is this Uncle Jimmy? Is this the Bellman? Uncle Jimmy, Uncle Andy.
Is it a good
Vernon?
spirit or a bad spirit, no matter if it's family? Are you a good spirit? Are you protecting her? If you don't want to be questioned, just answer the husband. Are you protecting her? Are you here for good intentions?
If you're here for good intentions, set the K2 meter off. You've been doing it almost the whole time. So if you're here with good intention,
I'm her husband.
oh my God,
That's who I am.
oh my God.
I heard you very clear. Why? Who are you? I'm explaining to you I'm her husband. I'm the one that takes care of her in the living. So that's why I'm asking who you were and identify yourself if you're a good spirit. Because if you're a bad spirit, you're not welcomed. It's a good spirit. You heard
Okay,
him.
it's a good spirit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With all due respect, I don't mean no disrespect. I just want to make sure, as a husband, concerned to make sure she has good around her. Especially if I'm not around to protect her. We're not here to bother you or question you. We just wanted to make sure you were a good spirit. If you don't want to speak to her, it's okay. Look out for her and thank you.
Are you amongst us because spirits that are not supposed to bother me are trying to make... Shush for a second. Okay.
They're trying to
We-
sort it out. They're talking to them. They're trying to sort out why he's there because my spirits are...
They need you to be quiet for a second.
Okay, no problem.
What's going on,
Look,
everybody?
be quiet for a second.
Oh.
They understand. They understand.
Well, for those that just...
All right.
Come again? Ooh.
What?
Arguing amongst themselves. Because they're identifying that there is a male that's not letting him, like, not allowing...
They're probably asking him, if you're a good spirit, then why you're not speaking? And he's probably saying, I don't have to.
I was close to the person. Like, how close was I to this person?
Is it the Irish side or the Spanish side?
Ooh. Was I close to this person on my... Yeah, that's...
Is this Ruthie? It's a male, it said, right? That's your grandma
I
Ruthie?
said here. So, right now, the male
Ooh,
that's coming...
you chills.
The male that's coming through just identified he's sitting here in the kitchen with us. So...
Are you her grandfather?
Are you the grandfather I didn't get to meet? You passed on before I was born.
Or is it Uncle Andy? Or Vernon?
No, I saw Uncle Vernon and Uncle Andy when they were alive.
Oh, he's saying that he knew you and he's looking out for you?
Yeah.
Do you really need to know who it was? Because he's looking out for you. He's probably a general in the Angels or something. And he just don't want to identify himself so that the bad spirits don't know who he is when he has to protect you.
So if this is family members that are amongst us and is identifying who's coming through, can you identify the male person that you guys are saying I'm close with that has... I know him from Connecticut. We love you guys too.
We love you. Yeah,
whoever
thank
just
you.
say I love you, we love you too.
We appreciate you being around us and protecting us. We're going to cut this short. We're going to stop now speaking to y'all. Would you wish us to speak to you again? Another day?
If you would like to communicate with us another day, please set the K2 meter off, please, and thank you.
Well, we're going to end this video. We could continue talking to them.
Yeah, we can continue.
We can continue
off
talking
video.
to you because I know there's a lot that you may have to say. All right, guys. We're going to continue talking to the spirits. They obviously want to speak to us. They're not. Maybe the guy that knows you don't want to communicate on the camera because he knows we're recording.
Oh.
So we're going to find out later who she's speaking to and ask permission if we want to tell you guys or not. If not, I hope you enjoyed our Dottie and Jay show with spirits. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you understand that the spiritual world is real. It's not to be played with, and the spirits in these worlds have feelings.
Also, if you don't know what you're doing, please do not play with the spirit world.
Yeah, don't antagonize the spirit.
Don't turn off the camera.
Don't antagonize. Thank you. Thank you for that. Don't antagonize. Don't antagonize spirits. They have feelings of their own. And you never want a spirit to be angry at you because negative tension always leads down a bad path. And always stay positive.
Like, share, subscribe, share this. No, we're not going nowhere. We're just gonna cut our video short.
Right. We're gonna continue talking to the spirits. But we're shutting off the camera.
With that being said, we'll come back with a conclusion without the spirit box.
And we'll have a Q&A. And if you have any comments, if you understand any of the French that you heard today, you can leave a comment and you can communicate with us. If you get negative with us, the YouTube is not going to allow you to communicate. As long as you're, like we say to the spirits, as long as you're a positive human being and you want to communicate with Dottie and Jay, just leave a comment and we'll answer all your questions. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll speak to you next time.
Peace out.
Peace.